If you could talk to yourself in the future, what would you say? What would you actually say to your future self? Well, I found a website where you can actually do that. So I found futureme.org, where basically you can write an email to yourself in the future, and pretty much the website will send you the email to yourself after the amount of time you selected. Like, you can go up to 5 years. So I'm gonna write myself an email to myself in the future. This is kind of cool. So it says, wow, over 10 million letters delivered to the future. You can go right here, you could write your future me letter, and then you could choose how long you want it to take, up to like 5 years. Holy crap. And so yeah, whatever you write will be emailed to you. So I'm gonna write one for myself, but I'm also gonna do another test one. So I'm just gonna say, dear future me, hi. And that's it. And I'm going to choose a date to be delivered, which will be tomorrow, July 11th. So this email that just says hi will be delivered. Hi, how's life? Whole lot. Okay, I hate this keyboard. That will be sent to me in 24 hours. So let's cut to that and see if that email even went through. Let's send it to the future. All right, so I have to wait 7 days to send this email. So I've changed it to Robot, don't talk to me. I had to change it to July 18th, so we're gonna have to wait a while until this video is done. But yeah, it's been sent, so pretty cool. All right, so thank God the email went through, or thank God it didn't. I don't know, because I'm in the past now. But anyway, let's write my future self a letter. So what would you want to say to yourself in the future? It's kind of an, I don't know, you know? Dear future me, dear future Nick, dear future Dwight.
Future Dwight.
Oh. So what's something that you would say to yourself in the future? If you had the opportunity to talk to yourself, what would you say? I asked that question at the beginning of this video, and like, it really holds up. You of course would want to know about their life at the time, but obviously we can't get a letter back from them. So we just have to give them some advice and some hopes and dreams for the future. I think that's the only thing you could really say. Telling your future self your goals is probably the best thing you could do to have a normal conversation with your future self, right? At least for me, I'm very goal-oriented. Hi, here are my goals. Okay, so I just wrote a few goals from the top of my head. Here are my future goals. 1 million subscribers. That's a goal of mine right now. Lots of Lego. Obviously, I really like Lego. If you just go around my room, you'll see that. And I have a lot on my list that maybe one day I hope to own them all, you know? The next goal, verified on Twitter and Instagram. I don't really think about that goal too much. It's not high priority, but it'd be cool to have completed by the time I get this email, you know? Gold play button, that's probably one of the bigger goals as well. It's pretty much the same thing as 1 million subscribers though. And then pilot license. I don't know, I was going by an airport one day and I was like, dang, it'd be cool to be a pilot. So now it's a goal of mine. So I think by telling yourself a bunch of your own present goals, you in the future will be able to look at it and relate to it. Like, oh, I didn't do this, or oh, I did do that. That's pretty cool. And especially for the goals that you did do, it's almost like you are able to talk to your future self, but only when you're in the future. You'll look back at yourself and be like, hey, you don't have to worry, you did do that. But now, what if we didn't accomplish things? That's where things go downhill. So we got to account for this. Okay, so I think we should try to give ourselves some inspiration in the future, yeah? If you don't accomplish these goals by the time you get this email, I will kill you. No, because that would mean I don't know. I don't know how to threaten myself in the future without it being, like, bad. Look, that's just the funny aspect. I'm sure future me will find that funny. Let's actually give it some inspiration. Never ever give up. I don't care what you have to say, you will accomplish these goals by. Some interesting advice, because when I was in grade 8, I wrote a letter to myself in grade 12. It was some stupid thing the school had to do, but it was cool because I found that I pretty much was the same person in grade 8 and grade 12. And kindergarten, but that's a different story. So it was cool to see that I was still goal-oriented and that I was still never budging on giving up, you know? Like, I will stay committed. So by being sort of tough love here, by saying, I don't care what you have to say, you will accomplish these, goodbye, it's just very straight to the point. And I think future me will understand that and will be like, okay, fine, I'm not giving up, because I did the same thing with the YouTube channel. I was like, if I don't have 100K subscribers by this time, I'm quitting forever. And so by the time it came around, I was like, hey, I have 100K because I committed. I wouldn't actually quit forever, though. That was just to motivate me. I wouldn't quit at all. So I think this future me letter is pretty good. You kind of have to know yourself and what you'd want to hear. Like if you were to get a letter from yourself in the past right now, what would you want to hear? Personally, I would be indifferent to getting a letter. So I don't know. It's like a time capsule, I guess, then. What else is going on in my life right now? By the way, I just ate cordially, past Nick. I think that's a pretty solid email to send to myself. I don't really know what else I'd want to say. So we're going to schedule this. Deliver in 1 year? Ooh, I don't know. Let's just do a year. Then I can make a video on this in a year, yeah? And I think getting all of these are pretty doable in a year. I don't know about the pilot license though. That might be that was a joke goal. Let's also do 100K Discord server members. Leave the typo. Alright, so I'm going to send this now, put my email in, send to the future. Oh yeah. Alright, so it says you have to confirm that you got the email, so I'm just going to do that real quickly. This is probably a good idea. Alright, so that's really cool. Now we're here. I have one letter that has traveled to the future. Pretty interesting, huh? So I guess we will have to wait a year. That is why I named my channel Timeworks, to do fun things like these. So if you want to see more time travel videos, click subscribe, because this is really a time travel video. Kind of cool, right? Thank you for watching, and of course, fly on.